Hello, everyone. Finally, we are live. It's good to have you all on board. It's another time tutor IoT fantastic tutor. It's a lot. I don't know. It's just me experiencing this, or we all also having the same experience with the service provider. It's been something else these days. But the fact that I'm using three different service providers like MTN, Glo, I think I have four: MTN, Glo, Airtel, and which other one? Still all the same. But here we just have to do something. I welcome you all on board, and it's under revision class with tutorial. And this is a course for students in the undergrad level, second semester GST104. This is our second exam. I mean, we've had what exam in the first semester, undergrad level first semester. And so basically, we know how these things are. It's just that some things have been changed. All right, the kind of questions that comes out these days, they are a little bit heightened. Right, standard has been increased. You must have noticed that from what we experienced last semester from the TME misconduct of the thing. So it's not going to be business as usual, like I said earlier. So we all are expected to increase the level of studying for this particular course and every other courses. I think we already had, some of us had some courses this week already. So you can tell by what that course, all right, by the results, by the challenge, by how challenging the exam you've written has been. So today we are taking the course GST104, and most of our questions will be coming out in sub-objective questions. And sub-objective questions are extracted phrase from the textbook, whereby a word is missing and you're expected to fill out that word with the correct answer. Fill out the missing vacuum with the correct answer. So this is what we're going to be doing in today's revision class. Ensure you use the comment section. Make this text, make this session interactive. All right, definitely will not know it all, but at least make an attempt, get the concept behind every question. And for those of us who are yet to get the exam keynote of this course, it's highly essential you get this exam keynote and use them, all right, and use them to prepare for the exam. And for those of us who have gotten the exam keynotes, by now you can tell that we must have sent you the exam practice question as well to complement the exam keynote. All right, for those of us who are yet to get it, if you want to get it, just reach out to us on www.tutorial.net, where you get to find out, you get to find the WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner. When you use WhatsApp button, it takes you directly to my DM and you can request for the keynote. So, and lastly, before we go into tonight's revision, for those of us who are yet to become a member of our private class, I really encourage you next semester, please let's join the private class early. Don't forget that school is resuming February. There's no time. This semester will be very short. So don't go and relax. All right. Even before you pay your school fees, you can join the class, join the private class. We know there's a way we check the cost you're having for the next semester. So ensure to join as early as possible. So now it's the same process as well. Go to the website, use the WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner to send me a message. Yes, I have on the comment section. Wow. The comment section is really bustling. I have Mr. Prosper. Mr. Prosper is the first person to use the comment section. Wonderful. Mr. Prosper, that's a good one. That's a GST104. For those of us that had our exam today, how was the exam? I think I've heard from Miss Kendi. She told me the exam was wonderful. The keynotes and the classes, everything given to her was superb. She said she'd even anticipated less and she got more. Those are the kind of feedback that keeps tutorial going. So the kind of feedbacks I love to hear. Okay. I think I need to shift this back a little bit so it can cover the whole board. Yes, wonderful. Mr. Prosper, good evening. Miss Sasha, Miss Kende, Miss Ijeoma, Miss Christiana, good evening, sir. Miss Juliana, good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. Ijeoma, please, anybody from Asaba Center should message me. Okay, Miss Ijeoma, I hope all is well. We have Mr. Noah, wonderful to our students. Okay, I think I need to adjust this a little bit. Okay, so now we have Mr. Yemi. I think you were in the class yesterday. How was your exam today? And Mr. Priceless, Miss Priceless Gifts, it's good to have you on board. Mr. John, Mr. Bossede Elizabeth, Mr. Prosper, you all are welcome. So now let's go straight to it. GST104 is the course, and the course is all about the use of library. It's a very wonderful course. It's more of a general course to a lot of departments, while some student has that their some department has as their general as their core course. All right. So now we are going to be taking questions from our exam keynotes, from other resources. All right. So just get yourself prepared and ready for the questions. Okay. So now, our very first question for tonight, we have just a moment. GST104. Okay. Now we have. It says here. The main focus of Dash is medical and health-related references. The main focus of Dash is medical and health related. The main focus of Dash is medical and health related references. So we have our first question. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. So we have our first question. Who is happy with that? Now we have our first question. Oh, what? Oh, awesome. I'm getting some nice responses already. Wonderful. Yes, awesome. I love this vibe. I can see some nice responses already. Okay. Now, PubMed, Mr. Abby Vibes. Great. Miss Magdala says, good evening. Mr. Joe, PubMed or Medline. Wonderful. Awesome. I love this. Yes, it could be PubMed or Medline. Wonderful. These are focused. These are resources focused on health and medical. Please, I beg of you, do not be mute in this class. I beg of you, don't be mute. You need to respond. Provide answers to questions. This will help you retain. All right? Help your retentive memory and also help you assimilate easily. So we have Pub, okay, PubMed, or we have Medline. So I'm just going to do ML, Medline. So now let's take the next question. Digitalized materials offered freely to education and research are referred to as dash access journals. Okay, it says here digitalized. Digitalized materials offered freely to education and research. Miss Kendi is not here. Offered freely to education and research are dash access journals. are dash access journals. Okay, digitalized materials offered freely to education and research are dash access journals. Miss Christiana Benjamin gave it all. All right. Thank you very much for that. But I was actually looking for just just one word. But thank you very much for that anyway. I was actually looking for just one word. Awesome, which is open. Okay. Like I usually say, please always fit your answers. All right. Within the circumference of the question. It is computer marking your exam. Oh, I beg of you, just always let your answer stay within the circumference, the premises of the question. The correct answer is just open. Open, yes, that's the correct answer. So it says open access journal. So what you just need to put is just that single word, open. Please note that. Now let's continue. It says here, dash is the largest abstract and citation database. Is the largest abstract, the largest abstract, the largest abstract and citation database, the largest abstract and citation database for peer reviewed literature. For peer reviewed literature. Okay, dash is the largest. The largest. Are we on the same page? Dash is the largest abstract and citation. All right, largest abstract and citation database. For what? For peer reviewed literature. Awesome, awesome. I'm getting some nice responses. Yeah, Scopus. Wonderful. Don't forget, it's the first alphabet, so it should come in capital letter. The first alphabet should come, all right, the first word that makes up the sentence. Thank you very much for that, Miss Ijeoma. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Joe. You all are doing a great job. Yes, we have that as scopus. Scopus. Okay, I think the energy has been restored. That's why we noticed that interruption. Somebody just help me change over now. I was using the generator sets. All right, some of us don't actually know what goes down into ensuring our classes go smoothly. Now, there have not been electricity. I just have to go get fuel of about 15,000 naira just to ensure that this class runs smoothly. It's a lot that goes down into running of these classes. And it's quite unfortunate that the majority of us don't understand this. But there are still very, very few of us that still understand and appreciate all this. Now, it says, okay, now, the dash journals support both gold, All right. And open access publication. Now let's put it this way. The Dash Journal supports both, okay, gold open access and green open access and green open access. The Dash Journal supports both gold open access and green open access. Which journal supports this? Okay, not bad, but that's not the correct answer. Oh, awesome, awesome, wonderful. We have SEG. Yes, SEG. That's the correct answer. SEG. That is the SEG journal. Wonderful. Yes, that is a SEG journal. Yes, awesome, awesome, wonderful. So this first set of questions are questions some of us might have seen on our website. They are from our exam practice questions. So the next set of questions we'll be taking now, we'll be taking them from our exam keynotes. And for those of us who have not gotten the exam keynotes already, you have no idea what you are missing. Ensure you immediately after this revision class, go and request the exam keynotes. They are highly essential for your exam preparation. Wonderful. Miss Marvelous, Miss Abby, Miss Umal, Mr. Umal. Now, pay attention to this question. This question came out a lot in the TMA, a lot. You know, we are assisting with TMA submission. So this question came out a lot. And one thing the majority of us don't know is that you see those exam practice questions, most of them are questions and answer we have extracted from TMA when we're solving them. This is a secret I'm giving to us now. So you see those exam practice questions, you need to take them very serious, including your exam keynotes. Now, pay attention to this question. I'm going to rephrase it anyway. I'm not going to give it to us the way it is here, but I'm still going to be, it's still the same thing I'm talking about. Now, it says here, Dash should be grouped. Now, Dash should be grouped by categories such as topic and subtopics after skimming them. Look at it. Please pay attention. Dash should be grouped. Okay? Dash should be grouped after skimming no, let's read it. Dash should be grouped by categories such as topics and subtopics. Topics and subtopics. Dash should be by categories such as topics and subtopics. Okay? After skimming. After skimming them. Okay. So is anybody happy with that? Okay, somebody's asking, how do I get the keynote? Miss Grace, just go to our official website, okay, www.tutorio.net, and from there you can find the WhatsApp button, all right, on the top right hand corner, and request, all right, use the WhatsApp button to send me a DM. From there you can request, all right, you can request the keynote. And for those who want to join the private class, as against next semester, which is just February, it's around the corner, it's the same process. Just use that WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner to send me a DM saying, Tutor Ayo, I would like to join the private class. This is where we walk you through all right, your courses. We use YouTube, we use Telegram. All right, Telegram classes are the most important classes you don't want to miss. Very private, just you and your tutor discussing, explaining, and elaborating after we must have done YouTube classes. Oh, wonderful! I'm seeing some nice responses. All right, so basically, it is what it is. Yes, I'm getting some nice responses on the comment section. Articles, wonderful. Yes, articles, wonderful. Awesome. I can see some of us are putting the work. All right. I'm not surprised. All these persons have gotten the keynotes. All right. And they have also been using the exam practice questions. So I'm not surprised. Yes, awesome. Articles. Awesome. Thank you for that, Miss Candy. Miss Candy, you are just coming, you came late. Okay, Miss Ijema. Yes, yes. Your the first, remember what I said. If the first word is your answer, the first alphabet should be in capital letter. Very, very important. Okay, very, very, yes. Let's continue. Now let's take this. Okay, we are done with the first set of 5 questions. So I'm just going to erase the board now, and we can take the next set of questions. For those of us who had our exam today, how was our exam? How was our exam today? Hope we, all right, gave it all, our best. Mr. John is asking the same question. How do I get the keynotes? All you need to do is just go to the official website, www.tutorio.net. On the top right hand corner, you find the WhatsApp button, all right, that will enable you to send me a DM. Now we are taking questions from our exam keynotes now. We've been able to take questions from the exam practice questions. So we'll be taking mixtures of questions from the keynotes as well. So you want to sit tight and let's enjoy the ride together. Now it says here, the Latin word dash means book. The Latin word dash means book. The Latin word dash means book. First answer, Miss Princess. Or is it priceless? I mean, priceless. Awesome. Yes, thank you very much for that. Priceless. I said capital. Okay. So this is a noun. All right. Is it a noun? Okay. You can have it in small letter, but since it's a Latin word, right? So it's better to have the first word, the first alphabet in capital letter. Yes, just like some of us has done. Liber. Awesome, awesome. Let's keep the answers rolling in. Liber. Yes, I love that. Let's keep the answers rolling in. So please, the way I put this question, it can be twisted. Don't expect it to come straight like this in your exam. If it comes, fine. But if it is twisted, just have it behind. All right, have it at the back of your mind that it is what it is. It is the Latin word liber. It means book. Now let's take this. Now the idea, let's put it this way. This will be three different answers. In dash and dash is a tricky one, so pay attention. In dash and dash, the idea of bookcase is represented by dash. The idea of bookcase is represented by dash. Three answers. That's why I said pay attention, is very tricky. In dash and dash, the idea of bookcase is represented by dash. Okay. Who's helping with that? In dash and dash, the idea of bookcase is represented by dash. Awesome, awesome. Miss Immaculate, always attentive, always giving it us back to back. Wonderful. Thank you very much for that. Wonderful. Awesome, awesome. Yes, yes. Okay, Mr. Price trying. He's making a good attempt. Okay. Let's keep the answers rolling. Let's keep the answers coming in. Let's keep the answers rolling in. You are doing a great job. Okay, yes. Yes, yes. Awesome, awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much for that, Miss Benjamin. Mr. Benjamin. Yes. Mr. Yinka, Mr. Donald. I'm seeing a lot of new names. Awesome, awesome. Yes. We have Latin. Okay. We have Latin and Greek. Latin, and we have Greek. And the last one we have is biblioteca. All right. We have biblioteca. Awesome, awesome. I love this vibe. Now let's continue. It says here, in French, library is called. In French, library is called dash. In French, library is called dash. Okay, is anybody happy with that? Yes, you're actually correct. You're actually correct because this question is a little bit tricky. it could come in library, it could come in bibliothèque. Yes, but most preferably, all right, most preferably, I would go with bibliothèque. All right, bibliothèque. I would recommend you go with that. Okay, most preferably, yes. When you say library, it's not bad. I think there's a place in the material. It says that. All right, but don't forget that library goes with Latin as well. But there's nothing like bibliothèque, that which is library in Latin. So it's best to go with the bibliothèque. Okay, which is B. That's biblio. That's blio, not B. Biblio, and we have QUA, bibliothèque. Okay, bibliothèque. So now let's take the next question. Miss Modupe, Miss Prudence, Mr. Prudence, good to have you all on board. This is serious. Exam time, the stream, the channel is also always very busy. But when it comes to classes, I don't get all this turnout for classes. That is not fair. All right. And it's not, this is not how it's supposed to be. Just like the classes we hold, even though you are occupied with work, when you join a private class, we will help you save your classes. There's a place we save them for you. Even when you come back from work, even though it's only weekend, you have time. Even though it's 10, 20 minutes, always come to class. Mr. Prudence say, I'm just finding about this channel. We have been for the past 2 years. Tutor Ayo has been for the, but I understand it's a lot of trust issue with most, especially now students. But I wouldn't blame them. You know, a lot of scammers are out there. But as far as tutor is concerned, we've been out there and we have been trying to do our best by pushing out the best content we can. Now it says here, SQ3R. Now, this is one very question that used to come out a lot about this SQ3R. Now, it says SQ3R. That means there's a S, there's a Q, and there are 3 different R's. Now, SQ in SQ3R, the S represents dash. I've seen the question about this thing that says the second R among the SQ3R stands for what? We understand, yes. They are telling me that I know you know that there are 3 R in SQ3R. What does the second R represent? What does the third R represent? What does the first R represent? Don't worry, we'll dissect it here. So now let's take it one step at a time. What does the S in SQ3R stands for? Awesome. Wonderful. Yes, we have survey. The S represents survey. Awesome. Yes, the S represents survey. Mr. Donald, please pay attention to your typo. You don't want to make this costly mistake in your exam. You'll be rest assured. That's how some of us say, I know what I wrote, but why am I getting this score? Probably you missed just a word when you were giving your answer. And don't forget, it is computer. It's garbage in, garbage out. It's not emotional. It won't say, it's just one word you missed. No, that is not computer. Computer will give it to you what you have given to them, given to it. Yes, survey. Now, the Q in SQ3R represents dash. The Q in SQ, awesome, question, wonderful. It represents question, awesome. Yes, awesome, awesome. It represents question, awesome, wonderful. It represents question, wonderful. Yes. The Q stands for question. Okay. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Let's keep the answers rolling in. So we have question. Question 11 says, and like I said earlier, for those of us who are yet to get the keynotes, you don't want to miss out a lot of information and chances of skyrocketing your score in the exam. Ensure you get the keynotes immediately after this class. Now, the third R in SQ3R represents dash. The third R in SQ3R represents dash. The third R. Yes, awesome. The third R represents. The third R represents. Awesome, awesome. Yes. Wonderful. We have review. Okay. So now let's take the two other R's together. The first and the second R. I think we can squeeze this in here. The first and the second R represents, okay, I beg your pardon, in SQ3R represents dash and dash. Yes, read and recite. Wonderful. Read and recite. So I think we have been taking easy questions. Easy questions, right? Read and recite. So get set for the challenging part. Awesome, awesome. So I'm going to erase the board now. And for those of us who are on the stream and you are yet to smash the like button, that's not fair. All right. We are about 30 of us and I've seen just 10 likes. Please, that is not fair. Let's ensure to smash the like button. It's highly essential. By doing that, you are telling YouTube to please promote us. Look at what this Mr. Prudence said now. He said he has never heard of tutorial before. He's just coming across tutorial. The more likes, the more comments, all right, we do help YouTube to promote us to other students in the National University that uses YouTube. All right, because it's not everybody in now that uses YouTube. Awesome, awesome. So I'm just going to erase this so we can take more questions. And like I said earlier, for those of us who are here to get the exam keynote, just go to our official website. All right. The exam keynote is just for a token. It's for a token. All right. But the value you are getting from those notes, they are something else. So now, let's get set for some very tightened questions. Just 2 more sets and we are done for this evening. So we can take other courses like Echo 231 and other courses too. Okay, somebody said something here. Says, I sent DM on how to join the private class, but no response. And how do I get the keynote? Please, I beg of you, send it now after this class. I beg of you. A lot of DMs, a lot of messages, but the poor network today has really disorganized my activities. We should have had this class since 4 p.m. But look at the time we're just having this class now. Now it says here, in dash, the world's first copyright law was enacted, all right, in England, known as Statute of Anne. But I'm going to re-abbreviate this. I'm going to abbreviate this. More like repurpose. So now we have question 13, right? In dash, the word first copyright law. I believe we all know what it means by copyright, right? Copyright law was enacted in England. So what year was it? Is anybody helping with that? Miss Patience. I'm surprised I've not seen Miss Patience here. Or is she not aware we are already taking the division class? Okay, I'll check on her after this class. She's one of my member, and she asked me, she chatted me earlier that was happening. That's why have we not started the class? I'll find out why she's not in the class. Okay. Awesome. 1710. Wonderful. In the year 1710. Wonderful. In the year 1710, the first copyright law was enacted. The first copyright law was enacted. Yes, 1710. Now let's take this. Dash. No, let's not take this question. I'm looking for something a little bit rigid. Dash infringement is a construct of the law. Dash infringement is a construct of the law. Dash infringement is a construct of the law. Okay, Mr. Prudence say I'm interested in the private class. It's the same process, sir. Just go and send me a DM go to our website, www.tutorio.net. You find the WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner. Although the private class is still for next semester, currently we are not accepting students into the private class anymore. You can only get the exam keynotes, and you have to wait till when the next semester has started fully. We are all focused on exam now, revision, exam, revision. Yes, copyright. Wonderful. Copyright. Yes. And you know when we say copyright, when you take somebody's work, all right, somebody's work without his permission and you commercialize it, you take the glory for somebody else's work. That's some serious issue with copyright. Now, when copyright infringement is a construct of the law. Now, dash is a construct of ethics. Is a construct of ethics. If copyright is a construct of the law, then what is a construct of ethics? Mr. Is it priceless? That P is supposed to be in capital letter. Don't forget, it is the first word that started that sentence. That is grammatically wrong. All right, that P should be in capital letter. Yes, plagiarism. Let's keep the answers rolling in. Plagiarism. Awesome. Thank you for that, Mr. Noah. Here we have that as plagiarism. Awesome. Now let's take some questions from here. The acronym URL stands for Universal Resource Dash. Universal Resource Dash. The acronym URL stands for Universal Resource Dash. Okay. The acronym URL. And for those of us who are not in our general group, perhaps it might interest you to join our general group where you get notifications for classes. All right. Just go straight to our official website still. Use the WhatsApp message to send me use the WhatsApp icon to send me a message, and I can add you to the general group as well. So you can get updates, guidance, or the when you join private class, you get all of this. But nevertheless, in the general class too, I still drop some relevant updates as well. Yes, locator. Wonderful. Awesome. Locator. Wonderful. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. That's answer. Locator. Okay. Let's keep the answers popping in. Locator. Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Joe. Awesome. We have that as locator. That's the URL. When we say URL, let's say, for example, the tutorayo.net that I've been saying is my website URL, where you can identify like my address, like nounonline.edu.net. That is the URL for TMA portal. That is what it means by Universal Resource Locator. It's in capital letter, man, because we are actually writing out the full meaning of Universal Resource Locator. Okay, so you can see this. This is in capital letter. This is in capital letter. This should not be in small letter. Thank you for that observation, Miss Mercy. Okay. Are we good? Miss Julius, is it Juliana? She's just responding to questions we have asked about 5 minutes ago. That kind of question cannot be met by one single reference source in the library. That kind of questions can not be met by a single reference source. Cannot be met. Let me just abbreviate. So let me just write S here. Cannot be met by a single reference source. What kind of questions are those? If Miss Patience was here, she could have given me this answer without even looking at anything, because we treated this together in our Telegram class just the other day. Yes, research. Mr. Yinka, what do you mean by capital? Are you sure you are giving answer to the same question we are asking? Yes. Research. Wonderful. Research questions. Not research. It's supposed to be search. All right. It's search question, not research. Please, let's not mix it up. Search questions. Please, let's note that. Search. No, this should be small letter key. Search questions. So I'm just going to abbreviate that. So we have question 18. Our time is fast spent. We'll need to call it a wrap in less than 7 minutes, so we can take other classes. Dash service is to keep users abreast with up-to-date information, all right, in their specialized field of interest. Dash service is to keep users abreast. Okay, is to keep users abreast. Okay, with up-to-date information, with up-to-date info. I'm just going to abbreviate it there. Okay, let's put it in full. Information in their specialized field of interest. What kind of service is this? Is anybody helping with that? What kind of service is that? Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, yes. Wonderful. We have special awareness service. Special awareness service. Please don't abbreviate in your exam unless you are instructed to. But for the sake of space, permit me to abbreviate myself. They are called current awareness service. A lot of questions, a lot of phrases, a lot of points here, but I can only take few because of time. So please, after this revision class, message me immediately and request the keynotes of this course. Message me immediately. If you have not gotten the keynotes, send me a DM. And next semester, ensure you join. She asked if it is capital letter or small letter, and I answered, okay, okay, thank you for that, Ms. Yinka. I thought you were actually saying something else. Dash materials cannot be lent out. Dash material cannot be lent out, all right, but kept in a restricted area. Dash material cannot be lent out, all right, but kept in a restricted material. There's this question I'm even looking for. I can't seem to find the question. All right. The question is about who funds where does the public library get their funds from? I'm looking for that question in particular to just know how it's been structured, but I seem not to find it. I know it's somewhere in the keynotes here, but I told you there are a lot of questions here, so I can only, all right, pick few of them. Yes, reserved. Those materials don't get out of the library and they're even kept in restricted areas. Not everybody can access them. Yes, reserved, reserved. Awesome, reserved. Somebody said special, not bad, but we can just stick with reserved. So let's do the last question. A lot of questions. I think there's this particular one I was even looking for. M stands for dash in social category. Somebody's giving me, okay, not bad. Yes, reserved. ED must be included, sir. ED must be included. Gestor is a digital library founded in dash. In what year? Gestor, actually written in capital letter. Don't mind me. Maybe I should write that in capital letter too. Gestor is a digital library. Library found in what year? Gestor is a digital library found in what year? What year was Gestor found? Awesome. 1995. I'm tempted to continue, all right, because I'm enjoying the class myself. But unfortunately, we just have to stop. Okay? A lot of them. A lot of them here. Let's just quickly take this last one. Dash classification, all right? You always say classification now. We are talking about under library catalog. A lot of them, the likes of OPAC. Okay? Now let's take this one. Library Congress has dash classes. All right? Library of Congress. Can we squeeze it in here? Library. I expect nothing less than, let me face the camera and say it. I'm expecting nothing less than A and B from every one of us that attended this class, this revision class this night. All right? It's not going to come easily. That's why I insist that after this class now, as I'm dropping this microphone now, come to my DM and request the exam keynote of this course. When you get the keynote, I will send you the exam practice question. You remember this I shared with us before now in this class? Those exam practice questions and the exam keynote, these are two things you must use together. And with that, I am sure your exam tomorrow, you will smile out. So we have Library of Congress. Okay. Have dash classes. I believe you can see what I have there. Yes, wonderful. 21. A lot of them, 21. But we can only take few. We can only take few. So thank you very much, everyone. We have done exceedingly great. All right. We have done well. We have done wonderfully. And the only prayer on my lips now is that you all will do so well in your exams tomorrow. When you get into that exam hall, you'll just be smiling. Like, look at the questions I came across in the keynote, practice question on the revision classes. All these questions are cheap. That has been my experience throughout when I was now. I had no issues. MTH 105, MTH 106, statistics 205, statistics 206, economics. I had no issues. It was fun. This is the same strategy I am using to take my classes. And I've seen records, testimonies. Even today, people have messaged me and called me. Wonderful. Thank you for the effort, sir. Same thing I'm saying to you this evening. If you can put in the efforts, use the required material. I'm not talking about summary here. I'm not saying go and use summary. I'm saying use the required material, study them, and you are good to go. I'll be waiting to hear your testimony tomorrow. And as against next semester, I encourage us to join early. Let's join the private class. We don't come on YouTube if there are no people in the private class. So don't think we are just doing classes for free on YouTube because we want to. No, a lot of things goes into getting these classes ready and running. And this is only because we have people in the private class financing these classes. All right. So next semester, even before you pay your school fees, you can join. We know how to check the courses you are taking even before you register. You can join early, then we start early. All right. We take it one step at a time, enjoy the process together. And I mean, all this throughout 5 months, your exams will be sweet and easy because you've been paying your dues on a daily basis, on a regular basis throughout this month. Do have a wonderful evening and bye for now.